Hello, I'm Kelly Ficarelli.
I'm Sarah Stewart.
And I'm Vicki Nelson.
And we are students in EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama. And for this project, we're going to show you the basics of how to use a SMARTBoard. So to begin, we're going to turn the SMARTBoard on. And we already have our computer up, so when the SMARTBoard comes on, you'll see our desktop. Okay, so that brings us to our desktop, and the first thing you need to do at this point is double click your SmartBook link, and next you need to calibrate by hitting Orient, and you will touch each of these targets in the center. And that's how to turn it on. And I'm going to let Sarah Stewart show you how to work with text.
There are several ways at the top of the toolbar where you can choose a different kind of pen depending on the color or the texture of what you're wanting to write with. And you just choose what you want and you can draw. You can choose another pen that has different kind of colors, shapes, and symbols. And then there's the calligraphy pen. It's a little bit more detailed and precise. You can also use the pens that are located on the tray at the bottom to draw also and write. And when you want to erase, you can use the eraser. Just hit the eraser symbol on the toolbar, and you can only erase text that you have written. You cannot erase symbols. You can highlight what you want to erase, and you can click the down arrow and it deletes everything on your page. You can use your hand to erase. Written your text and now you want to erase it. You need to press a little firm so the SmartBoard will pick it up. There's a keyboard function on your toolbar at the bottom on the tray, and you click on it and it sends up this little virtual keyboard. This next idea, using the keyboard, is a neat idea if you're like wanting to use like a vocabulary lesson, or you are wanting to implement a new word or something. You bring your keyboard up and you can type in a text using your keyboard. Use a lowercase. Okay, and then right here at the end, we're going to leave this blank because we are going to use a line at the end, and the student can come and put the answer in the blank. And next we're going to have Vicki is going to show us how to use some things.
The first thing I'm going to do is add another page. And this is objects. You can add different objects for math. Squares. You have circles. You can also use hearts, but you also can flip them or turn them upside down. or send them behind another one. You can lock it. There. You can clone them. Any of them. Set that down. You can use a pen to draw them. You can draw it. If you draw it wrong, it will fix it for you. And those are just some things that you can do. So next we have Kelly that's going to show you some animation.
Okay, I saw something pretty neat when Sarah and I were messing around with the SMARTBoard. You can go back to your first page by hitting View Page Sorter, and then it'll give you a list of the pages that you've created so far. So we'll go back up to page 1, and we'll finish Sarah's problem here, where the dog chased the blank. So we really need to get this out of the way. So you just touch that little small circle right there, and then kind of push it away. And I think I'm gonna answer this. The dog chased the koala bear. So now if we want to try to hide the word from the student, so the student has to guess the answer, whatever answer would come, the dog chased the blank, you could go up here and grab an object. Now clicking the object button, and then I want to use a heart, so I'm going to touch the heart, and then I'm going to start up here, try to make it big enough to cover that. I'm going to make it big enough to cover this whole word. Well, I didn't need 2 hearts, so let me touch my pointer and get rid of one of these hearts. And I'll touch that spot, and you can get rid of that by hitting delete on that too. Now I can move this a little bit. So my student has to guess what's there. If I want to lock this in place, I can go in here and hit lock, and that way the heart cannot be moved. I'll go in here and unlock it. And then when I'm ready to reveal my answer to my student, I go in and hit order again and then send it to the back. And they can see koala bear was underneath the heart. Another thing you can do is hide the screen from your students by putting the shade on. Touch the shade screen button right here. And whenever you're ready to reveal the whole screen to your class, you just bring the shade up. Pull it back down, however you want to do it. And then get rid of it. Use the X. And it gets more interesting. There's a lot of multimedia objects that you can put in on any of your pages. So, for instance, if I wanted to show you a picture of a koala bear on this screen, do you want to show them how to do that, Vicki? Mm-hmm. Okay.
To insert a picture, you would go up to Insert, go to Picture File. You're going to insert a These are pictures that we already have on our computer. I'm going to go to Open, Now we need to resize it to fit so it's not so big. So you're going to make it small so that it'll fit for this sentence. We have a wall there. And there's our picture. Now we have Sarah.
Another neat function is to add sound to what you're working with, and you go to Insert. You come over and you click Sound. Then it's going to ask you like what file you're wanting to pull it from. Since I don't have actually the file name, I'm going to browse, and I'm going to pick music from my library, and I'm going to open it, and then it pulls it up here, and then I'm going to hit play. Okay, and it put the song at the top. I'll bring it down here so you can see it. And there's a little icon button for like a sound symbol. I'm going to click it. And you've got some music. Just click it again to stop it. And that's another function that I really that was neat when I was exploring this. Just delete it.
Okay. And one other helpful function that we discovered was that you can put links on any of the pages. You hit Insert. You're going to hit Link. And then you'll type in your address bar. And to type that in, you're going to go back down to your space, you're going to go back down to your keyboard function on your tray. Pull that keyboard up and type in the web address. And we'll do EDM 310.blogspot.com. Okay, so now we have a link here, and to activate this link, of course, we come and hit the little blue play button here, and that brings us.
These are some basic features that we've learned so far using the SMARTBoard, and we'll have another presentation further on in a couple of weeks when we learn how to do lesson plans and that kind of thing, more integrated activities.
So thank you for watching our video. We hope we've been able to help you some.